Yo, well, what's going on, box office banner family? Josh Miller here, coming at you with a top 5 Thursday video. Today I'm going to be doing top 5 Jim Carrey movies. This was brought to us by Matt Davis. So shout out to you, man. Thank you for hitting that comment section and leaving the comment. When I saw Jim Carrey, I was like, holy shit, I got to do this. Like, I fucking love Jim Carrey, and somebody that I grew up watching. Like, when I hear Jim Carrey and think about these movies that, you know, are on this list, it's very nostalgic for me, and I love thinking back to that time because Jim Carrey was somebody that, Jim Carrey and Adam Sandler were two people that, like, movies that I would watch with my dad, so they kind of hold a special place in my heart, I guess you'd say, as corny as that fucking sounds. But yeah, so before I get into this, I do want to say that this is my personal favorite Jim Carrey movies, not necessarily his 5 best. Matter of fact, it's not his 5 best. I'll say that right now. If I was doing his 5 best movies, like The Truman Show would be on there. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not in my 5 favorite Jim Carrey movies. Just gonna tell you that right now. Also, I don't need to talk as much as some other people, so this video isn't gonna be too long. I'm not gonna go into extreme detail on each one. It's gonna be a bit of a quicker, probably one of the quicker top 5 videos. It won't be, you know, 24 minutes and 33 seconds or something like that. It'll be a quicker video. Just more or less going to tell you the top 5. Not really going into too much detail on them. But let's get this started. Number 5, I got Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. This movie came out in 1994, so I was 1 year old when it came out. Obviously didn't watch it then. It wasn't until later, 5, 6, 7, that I watched it. Had an $11 million budget, grossed $107 million at the box office. Courtney Cox is in it. Also see Dan Marino. Gets a little cameo in there. But yeah, this movie's hilarious. You're probably going to hear, no, you will definitely hear me say this movie's hilarious for all 5 of these. They're all fucking hilarious. I'm going to say that multiple times. Sorry. But yeah, Ace Ventura: Pet Detective comes in at number 5. Number 4. I got The Mask. Again, came out in 1994. That's 2 fucking great movies Jim Carrey's got in 1994. Excuse me, The Mask had an $18 million budget and grossed $351.6 million at the box office. Holy shit. Yeah. But yeah, The Mask, Cameron Diaz is in this, and holy shit, is she fucking hot in this movie. Not saying she's not hot outside of this movie, but something about her in The Mask, oh my god, dude. But yeah, The Mask was a movie I loved as a kid, I think, because when you're that young, 5, 6, 7, you're not necessarily following the storyline or anything, or the plot. I remember watching this with my dad and him cracking up different parts, and I'm not understanding why he's laughing. I'm not getting the jokes or anything, but this movie's almost like a live-action Looney Tunes thing with, like, the animations and shit that they have in it. So, like, as a kid, that really drew me into it. So this was a movie I watched a lot. Probably too young to really be watching it or to understand what's going on in the movie. But yeah, The Mask comes in at number 4. Number 3. Now this is where this list became increasingly tough for me, because these top 3 are all movies I've past love. Like, these are 3 of my favorite fucking comedy movies of, like, all time. So it's more of a 1A, 1B, 1C than it is a 1, 2, 3. I could arrange these 3 in any particular order, and you're not going to get any argument from me. But I kind of arranged them in terms of which ones I watched the most to the least. So the one I watched the least out of these growing up, coming in at number 3, is going to be Dumb and Dumber. Again, 1994. 3 fucking movies, fucking knock out of the park movies by Jim Carrey. Dumb and Dumber had a $16 million budget and grossed $247.3 million at the box office. This movie, hilarious. There it is again. But Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels, they fucking play off each other perfectly, and I was perfectly casted to have both of them play these dumbasses. Like, the movie just works so well. Fucking hilarious. One of my all-time favorite comedies. Moving on to number 2. And again, number 2 or 1B, however you want to look at it, but I've got Liar Liar. This one did not come out in 94. It came out in 97, had a $45 million budget, and grossed $302 million at the box office. We see Jennifer Tilly in this movie, which, if you watched our Child's Play reviews, she was in some of those movies as well. But this movie's great. It's probably one of his better movies in terms of everything, not just being funny, but the whole storyline and everything. And Jim Carrey was actually nominated for Best Actor in a Comedy for this movie. So it's deserving of all the love that it gets, and it's coming in at number 2. Now, number 1 for me, the movie I watched by far more than any of these others on this list, and I personally think it's the funniest out of all these, and I am the comedy guy out of the box office banner boys. But number 1 for me is Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls. This one came out in 95, a year after Pet Detective. Had a $30 million budget and grossed $212 million at the box office. And I don't even know where to start with this movie, because the whole fucking movie's hilarious to me. And I could sit here and just rattle off fucking funny scenes, but I think maybe the hardest I've ever laughed at a movie, like a scene, the first time I saw it. You gotta remember, I was younger when I first saw this movie, so had a more immature sense of humor. I still have it now, but it was even more immature when I first saw this movie. But the scene where they're doing the slideshows and Jim Carrey is doing the fucking shadow puppets on the slideshow, that scene, holy shit, I still find it hilarious today, but the first time I watched that, I remember like not being able to breathe. Like, I was fucking dying. And that was, Ace Ventura: When Nature Called was one movie that when friends would come over, it'd be like, I would want to show them this movie. This would be the movie I would throw on. I would want to laugh with them. I'd fucking fast forward to that scene just to show them and laugh with them. And you know how, like, laughs are contagious, so you all are feeding off each other's laughs. Like, I've laughed more at that scene than probably any other scene in any movie. But the whole movie's fucking hilarious. The rhino scene where he gets stuck in the fucking mechanical rhino and comes out of his fucking asshole. That scene's fucking genius. Like, that scene's fucking hilarious, dude. Holy shit. But yeah, that movie comes in number 1. Again, I know that's not his best movie, but for me personally, that is my favorite Jim Carrey movie. Like I said, those top 3 could be arranged in any order, but I gotta put Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls at number 1. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna wrap this up, just hitting that 8-minute mark. If you haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button. Also follow us on Facebook at Box Office Banner Movies with 2 O's, MOOVIES. Download our episodes on Spotify, subscribe there as well. We really do appreciate all you all who are tuning in and, you know, watching these videos. We put a lot of hard work into these, so it does mean a lot to us for you all to watch it. We'll see you all again next time. Please, next time Brandon posts top 5 submissions, throw some fucking comments in there. You might be like Matt Davis and fucking hit the jackpot and get your fucking video made. So, yeah, we love you all. Peace.